You'll stand, please, in honor of the bride.
Love me tender, love me sweet, never let me go. You have made my life complete, and I love you so. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfilled. For my darling, he loves you, and he always will. Take it home, baby. Oh.
And who gave this lady to be married?
I do, sir, the king of rock and roll.
All right. And you may be seated. Stand a bit more to the center together. There we go. This is a big day, huh? Las Vegas. Yeah, with your friends and family and Elvis. Yeah. And in the sight of God, Carl, do you take Anne for your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
And you, Anne, do you take Carl for your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
Very good. Huh? Good answer. Huh? All right. Now, for your marriage to be very successful, there are many principles to know about. The good thing is, they all come out of only one. Only one. And if you keep this one in mind throughout your whole lifetime, you will do very well, because a lot of people forget it. It's the reason you're getting married. It's the same reason everybody gets married around the world. You see, there are some very, very deep emotional and spiritual needs inside of you, Carl, and inside of you, and you can never feel by yourself. That's why we get married. Eventually, somebody has to do the job. Yeah. And it's when those needs are not filled one by the other that trouble starts to brew along. See, that's how that works. Very simple to understand. It's just a little harder to live by, you know, because marriage is actually a school in selflessness. Sometimes boot camp in selflessness. And the reason for that is because selflessness is actually the nature of true love, you see. Always cares more about the well-being, the happiness of the other and the family than its own, you see. And that brings us in front of quite a serious challenge. Because, you know, by nature, hey, we're pretty self-centered people. We get into the world that way, you know what I mean? It's all about us first, regardless of the circumstances, yeah. And, you know, and some people just get told, yeah, it's all about them first. And that's okay before the yes I do. After the yes I do, it does not work anymore. No, 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 no. Oh, in fact, there's a saying in the US here, they say to people, everything was cool till we got married, then all hell broke loose. And the reason for that is because, you see, God uses the marriage relationship to work on our character, give us opportunity to grow in more maturity, and you have a lot to understand about that. But very important to know what those needs are, okay? First thing to know about those needs, they're the same on both sides. Very simple, they have the same name, but that's where it stops. The difference between those needs which you have to fill for each other is the degree of intensity with which they have to be filled. Big difference between a male and a female. Plus all the baggage we bring with us since we're kids, you know. And that's where all the ups and downs come in. Mm-hmm. And unless you're on your way to the Guinness Book of World Records, you probably already know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, so now the good thing about the ups and downs, the way God designed them, especially the down part, okay, because the up say, you know, everything is cool, right? He designed those in such a way to actually give us an opportunity to make the marriage stronger and better, not weaker and worse. Yeah, sadly, you know, a lot of people don't understand how that works. They don't read the instruction manual anymore. Now, one of the most important needs that your wife, that you have to continue to feel for your wife, Carl, and I say continue to feel, otherwise she wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Throughout her whole life, consistently, okay? If not even her greatest need, according to the Bible, that's our instruction manual for life, is for her to always, always stay completely safe, secure in and of your love. You must never, never, never give her an opportunity to even doubt it, you know. Many reasons throughout life, but also, and here, she will bloom the best when she is loved the most, see? Yeah. So, she needs an overdose of love, comparatively. And that's where the degrees of intensity come into play, you know. And there's some on both sides, of course, at very specific points. So it's important to know where they're at, so you work on each other intelligently, keep each other happy. You know, it's in the instruction manual. Now, by nature, we can't see love unless it is demonstrated and expressed, okay? And the easiest way to do that, Carl, because there are extremely difficult ways to demonstrate love, and they were difficult not even in a race, but the easiest way, you tell Anne every day, and not just once, how much you love her, how much she means to you. It's simple. And during the year, you buy her gifts, and big ones and small ones, and flowers and jewelry and perfumes and surprise romantic candlelight dinners. Even if it's not a birthday, right? Especially when it's not a birthday. Huh? Big points for that. Oh yeah. And that goes for you two guys too. So many. So anyway, there's many principles to follow for marriages to succeed. Some much more profound that would actually have much deeper ramifications. But it's really only when we walk in the ways that God has designed the relationship to function that it'll become what you actually want it to be. You know, what He designed it to be. Rich and rewarding experience gets better and better over the years, instead of worse and worse. You don't want that. So I encourage both of you to study your instruction manual for yourselves and the Bible. Never be sorry for that. Everything we need for life is in there, all of its facets. This one, the next. Too much religion out there, not enough of God. Elvis, you got another song for these lovebirds?
Yes, sir, and you may share in a slow dance together.
A slow dance.
Wise men say, oh, little brown sheep,
Please give your bouquet to this young lady next to you. And will you face each other, please? And you have a ring to present. Please present the ring to Carl to place it on your fiancé's finger, sir. And please. And say, I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a pledge
as a pledge
to my love and commitment.
to my love and commitment.
I take you to be my wife.
I take you to be my wife.
I promise to be your faithful husband.
I promise to be your faithful husband.
And I will love you and cherish you,
I will love you and cherish you.
respect you and honor you,
Respect you and honor you.
for richer or poor,
For richer or poorer.
in sickness and in health,
In sickness and in health.
for better or for worse,
For better or for worse.
all the days of my life.
All the days of my life.
And please give the ring to Anne, and take it and place it upon Carl's finger. Say, Carl, I give you this ring
Carl, I give you this ring
as a pledge
as a pledge
to my love and commitment.
to my love and commitment.
I take you to be my husband.
I take you to be my husband.
I promise to be your faithful wife,
I promise to be your faithful wife.
and I will love you and cherish you,
And I will love you and cherish you.
respect you and honor you,
Respect you and honor you.
for richer or poor,
Richer or poorer.
in sickness and in health,
In sickness and in health.
for better or for worse,
Better for worse.
all the days of my life.
All the days of my life.
All right, Carl, and after hearing the vows you exchanged with each other and the thought of your witnesses and Elvis, and those watching upon the web, and by the authority given to me by the laws of the state of Nevada, I do pronounce that which you are now officially husband and wife. You may kiss your bride.
Here we go. Right side singing, gonna set my soul on fire. I'm gonna burn. Get those things up higher. I'm not that ready. Here we go. Viva Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. You got it. Viva Las Vegas. Let it count, everybody. Viva Las Vegas. Give yourselves a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, Elvis has left the building.